Sisazifuna kodwa le nkomo. No, I'm not being funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. It's Monewa saying ziphi inkomo. I mean, it's a healthy question. Sisazifuna na le nkomo. Sisafuna ukuzikhipha na le nkomo. You know, relationships are, guys, the dribbling mechanic there. It's, hey man, stay single if you can. I joke. We want to love. We want to make love work. We try our level best all the time. We approach it imperfectly and we hope for perfection, but it's difficult. It's really difficult. So are you struggling in any way or form in your relationship? Be brave. Call us 089-110-3377. Fam, you know it's Ask a Man Hour. Indaba Zabantu Family Forum. Location Silla. Marking the register on Twitter. Hashtag Ask a Man. 089-110-3377. Alrighty then, King of Sorrow, Sade, bringing us to 21 minutes after 10. I don't want to waste any more time. 089-110-3377. It's time to actually silence the music, silence the noise in our heads, in our hearts, and just talk. Talk to one person who needs all of us as a nation. Like literally, it's country duty. We are carrying the weight of the country's problems on our shoulders, all of us, the millions of us, for one person who's heartbroken, and we need to get them right. We need to get them right. We refuse from Jolo or Lenyalo to break any of us. So we need to get them right. We agree? We agree. Take a quick break. We'll be right back to help Anonymous. You, now and nani nonke. Myself and the Naked DJ. We're going to come together for one person. Caution should also be exercised when listening because Ask a Man, truly, it can be triggering. Anonymous, it's your turn now. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Well, thanks, and yourself?
I'm good, thank you.
Good is always a great place to start. I'm glad when people are good. So, Anonymous, quickly through the house rules. Respect is the order of the day. It doesn't matter what we are going through. We speak with each other and of each other respectfully. We're going to protect your identity and refer to you as Anonymous. Your responsibility is to extend the very same courtesy of safety to the person or the people that you'll be speaking about. So we mention nothing. Dololo zilch, nux, that will have them exposed in any way or form. We agree?
Yes, agreed.
Fantastic. Okay, what is dribbling your heart? Because, you will not call for nothing.
Okay, so I've basically been with this guy for the past 19 years now. Mm-hmm. We met randomly. We were fresh from high school, both of us. So it was crazy love. It was phone calls, texting, back and forth. But I will admit, in the beginning, I was very clingy of the guy. It was not my first relationship, but it was down the line. So we got along fine in the beginning. I was quite clingy. He was very distant. He was not into the whole thing as I would assumed. Fast forward 6 years later, we had a son. Mm-hmm. And at that point, I felt it was needed for me to know where I stand, what were his intentions, is there any long-term things coming on, or are we just always going to be boyfriend and girlfriend, right? And then he obviously started talking marriage, he started talking long-term, and when I asked him why in all these years did this never actually come up with you, and it was, I was still learning you. So I think I got crushed because it always lingers in my mind that I spent the first 5-6 years with you and you say you are learning me. You're still studying me, trying to see if I'll actually be fit to be your wife in future. And then from that point onwards, things just started going south. I'm not sure if it was having a baby in the picture or what, but because we've never actually lived together, it's always been a matter of like 40 to an hour minutes apart. And I was always the one that had to push to like, I'm free this weekend, you can come see me. So it started as a joke for me to say, I'm on a weekend special, so you're going to come see me on the weekend, you're going to call me on the weekend, you're going to see me when you're free. And I started losing interest, to be honest. I started losing interest and I started drawing back that I can't be always the one putting effort while you sit back and relax. And then I started ordering, well, if you want to see me, you come, you make the plan. you scheduled for us to meet. And then months would pass by and I wasn't seeing him come by. And when I started working, then that's when the issue of, but now you're not seeing me, I think you're seeing someone else. And I've caught him cheating a couple of times. And it was always, I feel neglected, you're not part of me, you don't want to come see me, it's nothing serious, and it was just a vibe sort of thing that happened. When those excuses came up, I'm not sure if I understood them and I actually let them pass, but they hurt me big time. And then it now recently it got to the point where I was like, you know what, we've been fighting a lot and I'm done. I'm ready to call it quits. I'm ready to start over. I'm done with this. Initially it was, okay, fine, if you want to walk. And then I stopped calling, I stopped texting, I started removing pictures from social media. And then the threats came in. You're not going to leave me. You can't waste so many years of our life together and then just decide to leave. And, okay, at first it was, okay, maybe he does want this. And then I'd get back with him and we'd try to sort it out. And things would get worse. Then I'd start being number two. Things started getting prioritized. Alcohol came in the picture. No more visits. The jobs, it's quick jobs. And then it became messy. I'd break up with him again and then the threats would come back, and then it would be, no, leave, then the threats again. So the cycle kept repeating. And then as of 2 months ago, I decided, you know what, it's fine. If you're going to threaten me, then just act on your threats, but I'm seriously done. And then it became more of a blackmail thing now that, okay, you know what, I'm going to change, I'm going to go to therapy, I'm going to leave my friends, I'm going to stop alcohol, and I'm going to stop doing this. And it was convincing because I'd get like SMSs of the stations that it's attending. I'd get messages from family to say, thank you for pushing him to do this. You know, he's got anger issues. We know he's got all of this happening with him, but you're there for him and you're supporting him. He's got a job now and all of that. And a part of me still believes that maybe if he gets back on his feet, then he'll be able to fix things because I think I've become so attached to him and the cycle that he's going through that I always believe that there's a chance for us. I always believe that maybe he's the person that's going to give me stability and I'm actually going to end up spending the rest of my life with. But every time I'm with him, I don't feel the happiness or the joy or the love of the relationship. I don't feel as a happy family even when our kid is around. I don't feel complete with him. And even when I try and be like, okay, maybe let me leave him and try and look for something else, I don't even know what something else is anymore. I don't see any potential of maybe I'll meet a good guy in the future. It's always maybe try fixing him and he'll be the one for you.
Anonymous.
Sorry?
Anonymous. I want to underline the sentence. Excuse me, I'm stretching. Okay. Because I want to be energetically sober when I have this conversation with you, so I had to stretch. I want to underline the sentence, maybe I'll try and fix him. What are you fixing that you didn't break? And as far as I know, there's no building warehouse where you can go and buy glue and a pair of nails and a hammer to fix a broken person who intends to stay broken and who intends to break other people because they're broken. So what are you fixing?
He says his life is not complete without me. And
you like to
every
hear that.
time
Hold on.
closer to him,
Wait. I want us to unpack your answers step by step.
Okay.
So I just asked you now, what are you fixing? Ahuna builder's warehouse ya go lukisa motho. Ahuna glue ya go lukisa motho. Ahuna speakere le hamore ya go kokotela motho o ithobileng yena. So when you say, what are you fixing? You say, this is your answer. He says his life is not complete without me. What about that when he says it makes you feel good? Does it stroke your ego? Does it give you comfort? Those words, what do they do to you? So unpack.
Well,
unpack
honestly, it makes me feel like I'm the reason he's where he is, because I believe before me, he was a much better person than he is now. So I feel partially responsible for him becoming so negligent of himself, because he's not the same person I met when we fell in love.
Okay, let's
So
stop
I feel
there.
partially
Let's stop there.
responsible for
Let's stop
him
there. Let's
letting
stop
go
there.
of himself over the years.
Let's stop there. Let's say my goal in my life is to be a size 32, right?
Yes.
But now I'm a size 42, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just use weight as an analogy. Let's say my goal in life is to be a size 32, but now I'm battling and I'm stuck on size 42 because I do things to keep myself at a size 42. I'm the one consuming the bad food. I'm the one who is living a lifestyle that is not helping me arrive at a size 32. So, my gym instructor has what to do with my bad habits? Is he feeding me?
No.
Is he forcing me to eat?
No, he's
Is
not.
he forcing me to break the discipline, to drink all the sweet things, to eat all the chocolates, and to not gym, not wake up, not exercise?
No.
So how is my gym instructor partially to be blamed for my lack of discipline in being a better version of myself?
Um,
I just want you to make sense of your thought processes and the things that you're saying. I want you to think while you speak.
okay, I would say he has a part to play. I mean, he is responsible for making sure that you stay in your lane and you stay to your plan or your eating plan or your gym schedule. So he has a huge role to play.
Naked.
Anonymous, did you listen to Ask a Man yesterday when we spoke about certain red flags? I think we outlined one thing about relationships. Never date anybody that says, I can't live without you. I will die without you.
You complete
You
me.
come, you know, all those weird things. Anonymous, people must be happy without you.
Thank you.
That's the thing. Like, initially, it was not about that. It has always been me that's chasing. It has always been me that was more into the relationship. It's only after when things went south and I decided, you know what, I'm done. I'm leaving this. That all of this came out from him. It was never a fact that he actually saw me being part of his life. Like I said earlier, that he only started mentioning long term after a kid came into the future. Before that, it was always just in a relationship. There were no talks of marriage or future or whatever. But only recently that when I decided, you know what, I'm stepping away from this, the talk started.
Anonymous, ukhuluma kakhulu, yes?
And
And the thing is, you're trying to defend this guy and you're trying to defend the nonsense. And that's the big problem here. And it's not going to be good in the long term, in the long run for the both of you. Do you understand that?
I understand.
We understand that you will always love someone that you share a child with. But remember, you don't have to have a romantic love for that person.
Hey, and I mean, trust me, I share children with people, ne? But whoa, we love each other,
Yeah.
but no, not like that.
So Anonymous, don't get it confused.
Don't be confused.
And you even said he was not there until the child was came into our lives. Then isn't does a change? Anonymous, we always say here and Ask a Man, kids don't fix a broken relationship. Marriage doesn't fix a broken relationship.
Never.
Do you understand?
I understand.
You love him, and it's great that you are protecting the father of your child. It's okay, but that's what he is. Even on the phone, edit what you've saved him as and resave him as father of Bonchisi or whatever your kid's name is.
Father of the beans.
Yeah, because you know what that does, ne? That actually puts things into perspective, and it's the little things that even when he phones, it's not the pet name that you call him. He's not your lover that's calling. It's the father of your child, and you guys have decided to be civil for this child's future. So start gancane, removing your romanticized version of this guy, because you know it's not working.
Take the reality. See the reality.
Yeah, it's not working. Anonymous, to tell you the truth, it's never worked. And when you then have broken, now he's calling you, hey, I can't live without you. Now we are tatega. Hey. Anonymous, who's fooling who? Ubani isibhanqa? Nguwe islima or uye islima or nihlanganisa ubulima nje?
Lebo malema lona.
Yeah.
Lebo malima, not malema, malima.
Yeah. So, Anonymous, he's the father of your kid. Keep it like that. And, start the exit plan and you'll be good, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can be Bob the Builder as much as you want to be, but you're not fixing people that you didn't break. People must fix themselves and hold themselves accountable. We'll take your calls on 089 110 3377. Remember, South Africa, it is our responsibility to get her right, so I want to see my phone lines flashing right now. Call me with advice for Anonymous. It is 10:40 on the dot. South Africa, let's come together to help one lady get her mind right. It's very important that you are constantly sober-mindedly present in your emotions so that you can make healthy executive decisions. It's very important. And it's exhausting to be present all the time. Even when you know you're jagaduling and you're just being a delinquent, you must be present in your delinquency so that when you are done being a delinquent, it doesn't weigh you down with the following morning when you wake up. So even when you're falling in love, fall in love sober-mindedly so that when it's not working, you can just tata di tututsa how and vegesye. Must keep things adulting simplistically. We can't complicate adulting. It's already so complicated. 089 110 3377 1041. Who's fooling who? We're not too sure. I have a feeling Anonza's fooling herself. Maybe you might see differently. We'll talk more after these. I think this is also a very appropriate song. Vivian Green, Emotional Roller Coaster. You're listening to the Mighty Metro. It's where you're at. Osamodona, the only older sister that counts, taking you all the way to 12 o'clock. Top of the hour, 12 o'clock. Mother takes over from your older sister all the way to 3 o'clock, landing you in the safekeeping of Spare and Knaves. That's how we roll, right? So 089 110 3377. Country Duty. I'm going to start with Figile. Figile, good morning.
Okay, morning.
Figzo. What's happening there?
Good morning, how are you?
I'm well, and yourself, babe?
I'm good, thanks. Anons, I just want to say to her, girl, you need to take time and the same effort that you want to put in this relationship, put that effort into yourself. Let that person take responsibility for his own actions. And when I take responsibility for your heart, because the only person who's going to live with yourself the longest time is yourself and no one else.
Thank you very much. Nice, short and sweet, Sis Figzo. We appreciate it. Wandile, I'm coming back to you. Wandile, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Well, thanks, and you?
I'm fine. Can you learn the cause Anonymous? I just want to... Yes, you cannot protect the person who is slowly breaking you from a man's perspective. Steve Harvey says, a woman cannot change a man, but a man will change for the right woman.
Exactly.
If no muntu angaguquki, awungumuntu right kuye. So fix yourself, my dear. I'm sure you are very beautiful to have attracted that man. You need to fix yourself. He must change himself. You cannot sit there for the blackmail.
Enkosi, ndiyabulela Puti. Thank you, Wandile. I'm going straight to your tweets, and I'm going to start with a tweet from Lerato Khanyago this morning, because I just spoken of Mother now, and I literally, when I went into my Twitter, and hers spoke so loudly. We're so desperate to fix things that are meant to stay broken, Dineo. You can't fix something that was already built on an unstable foundation. Sometimes let the building capsize naked. #AskAman. And I think, You know, Anonymous troubles me in the sense that she says, I feel like I need to fix him. This is the one syndrome that women have that makes us so emotionally diseased. We become emotionally diseased because we think men are projects and we ought to be there to fix them. They are not broken. They are individuals that are making personal choices to be delinquents at most.
Yeah. And when you see that a man is a project, when you must be project run away and just run away. Hi, Lerato.
Hi, Lerato.
You know?
Yeah.
Be project run away. Why are you fixing someone that doesn't want to be fixed?
Yeah.
That hasn't asked to be fixed. That's not making the attempts of fixing himself. And not only for you, but for the child. Or for the relationship. Where now we are build it.
Ooh,
You know?
No.
Unmany, man. Unmany.
I
Yeah.
also got a WhatsApp from Mo G who says, I hope, and this is also very important. I hope he is taking care of their child over and above everything.
Yeah.
We can only hope.
Because, she's probably doing everything. Fixing here, fixing there, being both parents.
she's the
because
blama.
she's, why... We also said this to another Anonymous last week. Why do you want to take care of two children? You've got one child.
Yeah.
Take care of one child. Guys, your partners are not your children. Your partners are your partners. And if they don't want to play, now it be project run away. You don't need to stick around. You don't need to stick around. So Anonymous, and stop making excuses for useless people. Yeah, it's because this happened, and then it's because but Mina, at first I was the one that was not into the relationship, and then no, guys, stop making useless excuses. The moment you have to make more than one excuse for your partner, it's a relationship that you should not be in. And now that we got that out the way, I'd like to apologize to our listeners that don't like wearing condoms. I forgot, and I kept my mask on during Ask a Man. And our listeners that don't like condoms were like, is naked wearing a mask? Agavagali. We can't feel
Y'all
him.
don't like protection. Stop it. You must always stay protected.
Guys,
Stop
stay
it.
protected.
Stay protected.
Yeah.
Naked, if I can please now take this opportunity to remind both men and women. You need to be very sober-minded emotionally. You must be very, very sober-minded emotionally.
Yeah.
Because Mjolo is a slippery slope. It's a very slippery slope. You cannot find yourself at the end of a broken person's decision-making for themselves, but you're the one who's the most broken. I always say, when a person messes up, why am I losing my joy? They messed up, I didn't.
Spot on.
Why am I losing my joy?
Yeah.
Be sober-minded emotionally and keep your happiness intact.
100%. Yeah.
Naked has a lot to say. I'm going to wrap it up here.
Let's
We'll
not.
do it
Yeah,
again
I
tomorrow.
just don't want to get us into trouble.
No, we're
It's
not trying to
okay.
lose our
Let's
jobs.
let it go.
Let's let it go for
Yeah.
the day. Thank you so much, Baba Sakaya. We really appreciate your inputs. We love you. We respect you. We appreciate you. And to the nation, we've done well.
Use condoms. Wear masks. Sanitize.
I knew
Use
it.
lubrication.
That's my fave, actually. Definitely
don't
use
ever
lubrication.
Keep your sanitizer and your lube in one place.
Yeah, please
Because
separate them.
when it's dark, mistakes happen.
Nizosha. 80% alcohol.